So, some big financial numbers are going to come out on Thursday. And a lot of people are saying that it's going to prove we have had 2 quarters in a row where growth is declining. But Biden is getting ahead of it. Says, God willing, I don't think we're going to see a recession. And that's the headline the Hill went with. So what are they talking about? So this came out yesterday at 4 o'clock p.m. President Biden on Monday said he does not expect the U.S. economy to enter a recession ahead of a key report on gross domestic product that could show the economy contracting. Well, first off, he doesn't expect it. I mean, anyone who's got 2 eyeballs and an IQ over room temperature can see we're in a recession. But okay, it's not official. The quarterly report doesn't come out till Thursday. But it is a lagging report. So sometimes when they declare you're in a recession, you've already been in a recession. They just can't make it official. Let's go on. We're not going to be in a recession, in my view, Biden told reporters after a virtual event focused on semiconductor legislation. 3 big things in this, and I'm not going to get too deep in it, but in my view, Biden, whether we're in a recession or not, has nothing to do how you perceive things. This is just math and numbers. Feelings have no place in this. A virtual event, once again, hiding in his basement, looking at a teleprompter. We'll just let that go as it is. And focused on semiconductor legislation. This is the same semiconductor legislation that Nancy Pelosi just bought stock in Nvidia and made a fortune. This one sentence just pisses me off, and we're just getting started. So the employment rate is still one of the lowest we've had in history. It's in the 3.6% area. We still find ourselves with people investing, Biden continued. Hopes and prayers. Remember when they made fun of that? Never mind. My hope is we go from this rapid growth to steady growth. So we'll see some coming down. But I don't think we're going to, God willing, I don't think we're going to see a recession. So in this one sentence, he's hope, and we find ourselves, and God willing. I don't think. Real bold kind of affirmation statements here, huh? Remember when we had presidents that would tell you this is going to be good and this is what's happening and here we are, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's all feely, touchy, soft, and maybe, I think, and perhaps. Oh, these are weak words. You don't hear Putin saying stuff like this, and I am not rooting for Putin, don't get me wrong, but he is a strong leader for his country, and we don't have a strong leader for our country. The Bureau of Economic Analysis is scheduled to release the second quarter GDP data on Thursday. If it shows negative growth, it will mark the second consecutive quarter where the economy contracted, an indicator that is often used by economists to mark a recession. Wrong. Fact check. False. It is almost always used by economists to mark a recession. That is, for all intents and purposes, the definition of when you're in a recession. But nope, not for this administration. They're going to change the rules, rewrite it, change the meaning. Numerous White House officials have spent the past week pushing back on the idea that the economy is in a recession, based purely on the data that will come out Thursday. Here we go again. This administration, okay, let's back it up. Let's not say it's this administration. Let's say it's in the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of things redefined to just change the meaning, to make things different, no, the old words don't mean what they used to anymore. They don't. Let me give you a few examples, okay? First off, they changed the definition of vaccine. Oh, don't touch that topic. That's the third rail. Well, do a little bit of research. I can't even mention that on YouTube. That's how scary that word is. But the word now, if you look it up, doesn't mean the same thing and therefore doesn't do the same thing as that word used to mean a long time ago. All right, here's another one. How about the word pride? Remember pride? It used to be something that you did well and you felt good about. Now, it's getting naked in the street and dancing in front of children. Pride! Let me see if I can come up with another one. Here we go. I did a video about it just the other day about solar panels. When solar panels retire from their life cycle, they get thrown into a landfill. Well, they leach out a lot of toxic chemicals. Well, California doesn't want these toxic chemicals anymore, and you can't throw them away. So what they did is they just changed them to solar panels from this is a hazardous material to they reclassified them as, nah, they're just general waste now. We'll just, throw them in the landfill. But they still have the same toxic chemicals? Yeah, but we reclassified them. Okay? Stuff like that happens a lot during the last couple of years. Does it have to do with Biden? Maybe. Does it have to do with the way things are progressing to the liberal socialist point of view? Maybe, but they're changing just the same. So the White House is pushing back on the idea that the economy is in recession. Okay, I don't know what else you need to see with your own eyes. Everyone knows we're in a recession based on your own experiences. Price of milk, price of eggs, bacon is through the roof. Tried buying a steak lately? Fill up your car full of gas lately? Everything is going up. Rent's going up. I bought an airline ticket lately. Those are through the roof, etc., etc. Okay, your paychecks aren't increasing by the same rate. Okay, we are in a recession. And now we're going to get the official numbers on Thursday declaring that by all normal measuring metrics, we are going to be in a recession. But Biden says, no, we don't use those numbers anymore. Stupid numbers. We're not in a recession because I just don't see it that way. Even if that number is negative, we're not in a recession now, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Sunday on NBC. And I would, warn that we should not be characterizing this as a recession. Here we go with these ridiculous terms. Well, just because it's negative, we're not in a recession right now because the numbers don't come out till Thursday. This is just word Jenga. They're stacking these nonsense words up so high, they will fall down. Might be on Thursday, might be a little later. We should not be characterizing this as a recession. Let me guess. You're going to change the definition of the word recession soon? I'm guessing. I called it first, if this happens, by the way. Jared Bernstein, a member of the Council of Economic Advisors, told reporters last week that the data on payroll employment and the unemployment rate and consumer spending are all very much inconsistent with a recessionary call, given where we are right now. What does that even mean? This is like there are lies, damn lies, and statistics. This guy is just making stuff up. White House officials have also pointed to the National Bureau of Economic Research, a nonprofit group of economists, as a greater authority on what constitutes a recession. The group considers a recession a, quote, a significant decline in economic activity that is spread across the economy and lasts more than a few months, end quote. Well, holy moly. If that doesn't perfectly describe what we've had in the last couple of months, I don't know what is. But no, we're not using the word recession anymore. We'll come up with some other word. The Biden administration has been grappling with high inflation for months. Let me guess, Russia's fault. With the Russian invasion of Ukraine earlier this year injecting uncertainty into global supply chains. What are you talking about? Ukraine doesn't control the global supply chains of anything except for a little wheat to Europe. Ukraine is not an industrial powerhouse that makes things. China, Germany, India. We get a lot of textiles from Pakistan. Ukraine? Really? You'd think that Ukraine would be a lot better after the $50 billion we sent to them. Biden and his team have argued they are hoping. Oh, they're hoping again. Oh, isn't that sweet? They're hoping to transition the economy from rapid growth out of the valley of the coronavirus pandemic to a more stable trend of growth as things stabilize and many Americans return to some semblance of normalcy. You think that's going to happen? Do you now? And here's where we end. The Hill has removed its comment section, as there are many other forums for readers to participate in the conversation. We invite you to join the discussion on Facebook and Twitter. Yes, Facebook, where they're not allowing you to post some things, and Twitter, where they're not allowing you to post other things. Enjoy your conversation there, where you can only use certain words. Guess what, guys? On Thursday, we will officially be in a recession, and after that, I don't think it's too long until they officially declare a depression. Now, Biden is going to sugarcoat these soft words and try to make it seem like everything's fine. You know it. I know it. Every person on the planet knows we are going into rough times and they're probably going to get a little rougher. But don't worry. He's hoping it'll be better.